Most cricketers retire and buy a second house. MS Dhoni retired and filled a two-story glass building with somewhere between 70 and 100 motorcycles, a 1938 Wehrmacht-era BMW, a hand-built American cruiser that Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise also own, and the very Yamaha he bought for just $55 when he was a broke railway ticket examiner in 2001. Former India pacer Venkatesh Prasad walked through that garage in 2023 and said it could be a showroom. Dhoni's wife Sakshi summed it up in one word: mad. Today we're going inside. These are the motorcycles of MS Dhoni, and some of them have stories that have nothing to do with cricket. Bike number 1, Yamaha RD350, the one that started everything. The year is 2001. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is 19 years old, working as a traveling ticket examiner at Kharagpur Junction on the Southeastern Railway. By most accounts, his salary was a few dollars a month. To make extra money, he played tennis ball cricket, and when he'd saved around $55, about 4,500 Indian rupees back then, he bought a Yamaha, a 347 cubic centimeter parallel twin two-stroke, 30 to 39 horsepower depending on the tune, top speed around 100 miles per hour, sounds like a chainsaw, smells like burnt oil. The most alive thing he owned. For those of you in the States or Europe, the RD350 was the giant killer of the 70s and 80s. In India, it was simply the king. He has said publicly that he fell in love with its sound as a teenager. And when India found him 2 years later and the money followed and the glass garage in Ranchi got built, that bike never left. He now owns between 4 and 6 of them. One was built by Blue Smoke Customs in Chandigarh. British racing green, gold-chromed Rajdoot badging, the number 7 on the tank. His jersey number, his birthday, July 7th. A second, yellow and black, runs a full American aftermarket package. Lectron carburetor, Moto Tassinari V-Force 4 reed valves, Zealtronic CDI, a Metmachex aluminum swing arm, on a 347 cubic centimeter two-stroke frame built in 1973. During the 2020 COVID lockdown, Sakshi confirmed he stripped and rebuilt several bikes completely by hand. If a single part was missing, the whole thing came apart again. The most famous wicketkeeper in cricket history, on the floor of his Ranchi garage, rebuilding two-strokes in a pandemic. And the most viral image of the whole collection? Him rolling out of the garage with daughter Ziva sitting on the fuel tank of the red RD350. Bare feet, no helmet, just a father and his girl and a bike he bought before India knew his name. Bike number 2, BSA Gold Star, DBD34. The British icon with a traffic ticket. Before we get to the superbikes, because there are superbikes, we need to talk about a 500 cubic centimeter British single that got its owner fined $6 by Ranchi traffic police. The BSA Gold Star DBD34. Birmingham Small Arms, hand-built at the Small Heath factory in Birmingham, 500 cubic centimeters single cylinder, clubman specification. The rule for leaving the factory was simple. A test rider took each finished bike out, reached 100 miles per hour, and only then did it earn its Gold Star badge. Each one came with an individual dynamometer certificate, not a batch cert, not a model cert, your bike's certificate. Dhoni's Gold Star, registration MHP6518, was stopped in April 2015 by Ranchi traffic police. The number plate was mounted on the front mudguard, out of normal sightline. The fine, $6. The family paid the ticket. Police confirmed the violation was due to him being totally clueless, not defiance. The Gold Star is not the most expensive thing in that garage by a distance, but it is the kind of motorcycle that has a story in every bolt, and Dhoni clearly knows the difference. Bike number 3, Norton Jubilee 250 and Norton Commando 961. Old Britain and New Britain, same shelf. In October 2014, Dhoni posted photos of a restoration in progress. The caption, "This Norton is almost ready for me, thanks to my friend." The bike, a 1958 Norton Jubilee 250, built to mark Norton's 60th anniversary. The smallest engine Norton ever produced, 249 cubic centimeters parallel twin. The first Norton with unit construction engine and gearbox, historically significant, not particularly fast, completely beautiful. He also owns a modern Norton Commando 961, 961 cubic centimeters parallel twin, Öhlins suspension, hand-built in Donington, approximately 80 brake horsepower. The old and the new, same badge, same shelf, 60 years of British motorcycle engineering on one wall. Bike number 4, BMW R71, 1938, the Wehrmacht motorcycle in the Ranchi garage. In 2023, cricketer Hardik Pandya posted a photograph on Instagram. He was in the saddle, Dhoni was in the sidecar. The caption, "Sholay 2 coming soon." It was a joke. The motorcycle beneath them was not. The 1938 BMW R71, flat twin boxer engine, shaft drive, built for the German army. Production ran from 1938 until Germany invaded Poland and the factory switched to the R75 for the North Africa campaign. Total production is believed to be in the low thousands. Surviving examples worldwide today are thought to be in the low hundreds. The Soviets liked it so much they reverse-engineered it entirely and created the IMZ Ural, which is still in production today. The Chinese did the same and created the Changjiang. And somewhere in a glass building in Ranchi, MS Dhoni has one, fully restored, with the sidecar, parked between bikes that weren't invented yet when this one came off the line. Here's the part that explains why this bike, specifically, sits in Dhoni's collection and not someone else's. In September 2011, the President of India conferred on Dhoni the honorary rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the 106th Para-Territorial Army Battalion, Parachute Regiment. In August 2015, at the height of his cricket career, he went to the Paratroopers Training School in Agra, made 5 jumps in 3 days, first jump from an IAF and 32 aircraft at 1,250 feet, earned the Parawings and the Maroon Beret. After India's 2019 World Cup semi-final exit, he skipped the West Indies tour entirely. He went to Kashmir instead, attached to the Victor Force, issued an AK-47 and 3 loaded magazines, on patrol in Anantnag and Pulwama. He has said, "Since childhood I wanted to join the army. The uniform is something special. Maybe this is all in the uniform, that I was not afraid." A 1938 Wehrmacht motorcycle in an Indian cricket legend's garage. If you know, you know. Bike number 5, Ducati 1098, the first superbike. The line in the sand. After India won the 2007 T20 World Cup, something unlocked for Dhoni. The Ducati 1098 arrived, 1,099 cubic centimeters Testastretta L twin. Desmodromic valves, 160 horsepower, 123 newton-meters of torque. Top speed north of 168 miles per hour. Production window, 2 years only, before Ducati replaced it with the 1198. Reports from the time suggest Dhoni moved fast when he heard stock was clearing. He got one before it was gone. It matters not because of the spec sheet, although the spec sheet is serious. It matters because it was the first real superbike. The moment when the ticket examiner from Kharagpur became the man who could buy whatever he wanted. $55 got him started. This is what came next. Bike number 6, Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R, the pre-H2 hammer. The Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R, 1,441 cubic centimeters inline 4, 197 brake horsepower, electronically limited to 186 miles per hour, under the post-1999 Japanese manufacturer's agreement, because above that number, the liability paperwork gets complicated. Dhoni acquired one around 2011. At the time, it was the most powerful production motorcycle Kawasaki built. It held that title for exactly 4 years. Bike number 7, Kawasaki Ninja H2, first in India, supercharged, signed. On April 8, 2015, Dhoni posted a photograph on Instagram. A Kawasaki Ninja H2, fresh delivery. "Finally the wait is over," he wrote, "but another couple of months before I can take her on her first ride." He was among the first private owners of the H2 in India, and by most accounts, the very first. The H2 runs a 998 cubic centimeter supercharged inline 4, the first factory supercharged production motorcycle since the 1970s Kawasaki H1. Output, 200 horsepower, 133 newton-meters of torque. Top speed electronically governed at around 186 miles per hour. Without the governor, the number becomes uncomfortable to say on camera. The mirror chrome bodywork is aerospace grade. The supercharger is designed in-house by Kawasaki's aerospace division. The trellis frame is hand-welded. When it launched in India in 2015, the price was around $35,000. And if you want to access the absolute pinnacle of that supercharged platform today, the track-only non-road legal H2R, that will cost you close to $96,000. The same engine philosophy, taken to its logical, terrifying end. For anyone who wants to go deeper on the engineering behind the H2 supercharger development, there are some excellent reads on forced induction motorcycle design. Link in the description. Bike number 8, Confederate X132 Hellcat, the rarest machine in Southeast Asia. This one needs a moment. The Confederate X132 Hellcat, hand-built in Birmingham, Alabama. The frame and body are machined from blocks of 606-1 aircraft-grade billet aluminum. Not cast, not pressed, machined, from solid. The engine, a 2,163 cubic centimeter S&S X-Wedge 56-degree V-twin, approximately 121 horsepower, around 190 newton-meters of torque, at 2,000 revolutions per minute. Top speed around 168 miles per hour. Depending on how you count variants, somewhere between 65 and 150 of these were ever built, total, in history. The other owners on record: Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, David Beckham, Bruce Springsteen, Nicolas Cage. Dhoni's was imported privately. The Confederate was never homologated for road sale in India. As far as media has been able to document, he is the only, or at least one of the only, Confederate owners in South or Southeast Asia. Landed cost at the time, reportedly around $56,000. Shortly after delivery, he took it to the Boot International Circuit to test it. When a journalist asked about the bike, his response was pure Dhoni. "I have got a new bike, and I am waiting for the number." Waiting for the number. The most exclusive motorcycle in the subcontinent, waiting for the number. Bike number 9, the custom Jawa 42 Bobber, the one with a brass plaque. In November 2023, Dhoni became brand ambassador for Skipper Pipes. The company thanked him the way Indian brands apparently thank MS Dhoni. They commissioned Bombay Custom Works to build a one-off motorcycle. Base, Jawa, 42, Bobber, 334 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled single, 29.5 brake horsepower. Execution: bottle green paint, gold pinstripes, a custom single saddle, a yellow-tinted headlight, and a brass plaque on the tank reading, "Skipper, designed and built in Bombay by Bombay Custom Works." It is not the fastest bike in that garage, not by a long way, but it is the only one with a plaque. Bike number 10, TVS Apache RTR 300FX, the one nobody will ever see him ride. The last one, and arguably the strangest. In 2014, TVS Motors, Dhoni's vehicle sponsor since 2005, reportedly gave him a TVS Apache RTR 300FX, the same rally-spec machine run by their factory team. Not a production model, not a road-legal variant. The race machine itself, it is not registered. It is not road-legal in India. There are no public photos or videos of him riding it outside this garage. There is something perfect about that. The one bike in that entire collection that no one will ever see him ride. Various reports estimate the motorcycle collection alone at somewhere between $1.2 and $1.8 million. The full vehicle garage, cars included, often cited at over $12 million. His net worth, various sources estimate around $120 million and climbing. But the number that actually matters here is $55. That is what a 19-year-old ticket examiner in Kharagpur saved up, match fee by match fee, to buy a secondhand Yamaha two-stroke. It is still in that garage, somewhere between the Confederate and the H2 and the 1938 BMW that armies once fought over. Still runs. That is the collection. That is the story. If you made it this far, you know if this channel is for you. Subscribe if it is. We'll see you on the next one.